IBP training for the spring camp and summer camp. My neck is in incredible amounts of pain. My head hurts so bad. What I'm grateful about is that I cry now, is that I feel these things and how painful it is. I ranted to my partner again this morning. When I'm not okay now, I tell somebody. If you have any recommendations for anyone that will or can treat rock hard stiff neck that's been about 5 years, I know it needs deep tissue massage, and I mean free. I get it. No, it's only $25 a week. That is not free. I mean, actually, let me know if it's $25 a week, because that might be something I can ask some people to help me with. What a beautiful, beautiful morning. Having some bleeding, which is so normal, but not in this economy. Yeah, last night I had a beautiful talk with my friend Nan. Helpful to help me remember myself and my needs. And she's going on this keto cleanse, which I did about 2 years ago, and I'm just all about it. Thinking about what feels good in your body and prioritizing that. The smallest step possible, I think is what he said, towards a better life, because it is very overwhelming. It's my first day bleeding. I need to return to the knowing and the communities where they honor these things. And I'm talking with someone today about rooming together. If you have ADHD, just remember that you might feel like things are taking way longer than they are. Well, you guys gonna be us, y'all. Oh no. Measuring physical activity.
I guess like how long you did that said physical activity.
Oh.
Y'all are staying the same. We need to think about more. Who are my leopards? Leopards, y'all got something? Give us some time. Between behaviorist and cognitive learning theories, because it encompasses attention, memory, and motivation.
Is that also like? Could you also call that a social learning theory? Is that?
I totally lost the ability to try today. Like I was sitting in, I made it to, yeah, I was sitting in math class and then just, like the burnout has been hitting, as I told you, but it hit even harder. First of all, I threw up. But second of all, I just can't function anymore. So if you know, you know. I just hit that wall where it's like literally impossible to continue to function. I can barely stay awake right now. Let me see what the psychology table is about. I have to do a test. What am I supposed to be doing? Do a test, fall in love. It's so confusing. I have to do the test. How does love work? Really struggling with that. And my friend Nan called me and gave me some encouraging words about that. So, gotta see what happens. We're gonna give me a COVID test in a minute here. And then we'll go from there. It's hard to keep trying to be honest about what's been going on with my teachers and
work, my high priestess did encourage me to put in a request for disability services. Hold on, actually. Sweet girlfriend gave me a call. No, I gave her a call. She gave me, I don't know, babes. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm calling you babes. I had to go back into work. I had to go to Texas State, and I did trigger warning. Please skip like 20 seconds, 20, 50, I don't know how to calculate, like 20 to 35 seconds ahead. I did do some self-destructive behavior to my body and sobbed like my eyes burning red like I haven't in forever, and did self-harming type banging and hitting and other stuff. I don't want to get too triggering, but self-harming, I'm so sorry, by behaviors. And I will say that I'm not of use to anyone, basically, because I'm having these difficulties, and I don't want to hear, please, about all the ways you can do your schedules and your planners and things. I do every single one of those things, and diet is another one. Like, I have to eat right, I have to do all this stuff to keep on top of this, but lately it's been such a wrench in it. I haven't been able to, and it all dominoed. I say all this to say I did talk to my partner, and they were very encouraging. One thing I love about them is like, they don't, like, sometimes when I'm in states like that, like, I'm so done with self-pity and like other pity that I don't want it. I really don't. And they, I'm sure it's also having to do with dysphoria stuff, and like, they definitely treat me like a man, and even when I'm acting like a little bitch. And so I really appreciate that. I can't explain it, but like the way that they commiserate with me, it's kind of like with respect, it feels like, and with like, without victimizing or something. So I did that, and then I had to go back to work again. All the things that went wrong, I'm not going to put all of them in here. Losing stuff, I feel very ashamed and frustrated about all those things. COVID, I told you that I missed my two exams. The whole point of these vlogs was to help people like me in college. Well, I got sick, and I know it was because I was burned out. Even though I had a fever, this has happened to me before. I give myself fevers, and I have an autoimmune rash that happens when, and other autoimmune reactions, including severe edema and stuff. I'm only now learning the term autoimmune, but when I am burned out, and that's a real thing, and it's not normal, and you know, it happens. And so when you're trying to meet those needs and you're not in a place of power in your space, and people are just telling you no, like, no, you can't meet those needs, you can't have that amount of self-time to decompress, or a quiet place to study, or you cannot, let's try to be really specific and authentic, you cannot bring your food from home, or you cannot retake this test, you know, because you had this flare-up, and you cannot, it's, you know, take a minute and recharge it, and take a breather and meditate and come back. Like, I used to do those things as safe, at least, and I think people got honestly tired of it. But at first they were putting up with it, and you know, I tried to communicate all that stuff very clearly about what I was doing and why, and all these things. Being around my girlfriend and getting to like, I'm just gonna be raw for a minute here, right, guys? Like, you know, I'm a daddy, and like, it's a big part of my life, and I'm glad that I'm saying that out loud right now. Anyway, I'm going to go take the COVID test and try to eat something, and that was so cathartic. Wow, that was nice. That was nice to just say. So I'm gonna go remember that and do some journaling about